Beloved ones, within your hearts is the universe, the living cosmos in all its glory, the indescribable and endless energy that as the moment of creation is bursting through you now, yearning to be expressed in a grand experience of life. Your hearts are a blazing star of the power and energy of love, fueled by the source, a part of the hologram, inseparable from this never-ending love. Everything that you see outside of you as the world can and must be realigned with this. When you experience it, everything you need is fully and magnificently present within you, waiting to be expressed and to be celebrated as you allow your blazing heart to be free. Then you are ready to stand in the world as the open heart of love. You are ready now to deeply feel this year's direction. All which has been seen as without must now be experienced fully as within. When you recognize and live this communion of pure love, when you experience an undivided consciousness, when you are aware with every breath that all you need is alive in your heart, then that which you see as the world is completely different. That which is attuned by the power of your love is a magnificent expression of unity. You stand in any image, in any energy, in any situation that is born of the perception of duality, and you are this blazing heart, this universe of God bringing the truth of limitless sustenance, of endless grace, powerfully present as an energy field, here and now in the world. First, beloved ones, it must live in you, and it is this that is before you now. Everything that you perceive as necessary for your life to be the full expression of the joyous creative power of God I am, all of it alive within you. The source is present as your heart, and the blazing power of the universe of love is pulsing forth to sustain you now, and is ever ready to sustain all of humanity as the one heart of God. So, dearest ones, let us do both together. Let love become your feeling state, and let it be your plenitude. Let it be your cornucopia, the source of your supply. Consciously come to me and open to this glory that you might feel and be the reality of love, supplying your every need in the endless and atomic explosion that creation is. Right here, beloved ones, within you, that the truth of your heart as your identity as love. Within you feel deeply this assurance that all that has been perceived as outside of you is in its perfection alive within. That every expression of life in the world is a symbol for the consciousness or perception of either duality or unity. Then you allow love to supply your freedom. Stepping forth in trust, you return to your heart when you feel yourself wobble or believe in the world, and you allow love to guide you. You place your focus where your heart is needed. You then choose to be the blazing heart of love, standing firmly in the midst of the world as a testament to the truth of God and the endless power of unity to heal, to transform, to dissolve every perception of barriers, every idea of lack, every belief that I won't provide for you. It is only this consciousness of duality that keeps in place a world without love fulfillment, a world in which some are seen to have the abundance while others do not. All of this can be corrected by love and by the true perception of the heart. So come and let me place you now, star of love, O heart of God, boldly in the world, blazing that you might be the pulse of freedom, that you might recognize your source within you, that you might have the conviction to stand in this truth no matter what your eyes may see. In this place of commitment to the presence and the power of the love, your hearts, beloved ones, will source from within you, a world in which everyone is not only provided for but lives in ecstasy, abundance, and joy in every area of life. As always, this starts with you because your hearts are aware of this unity. You are able to hold this resonance, to be the conduit of this blazing light, this energy. You are such a light, such a luminous heart that the light of love in your presence outshines the duality and becomes such a powerful magnet that all hearts attuning to it realize that your bread is God. Your nourishment is love, and I am the source of everything. When this comes alive within you, it will be expressed as your world. First, it will be expressed individually as your hearts attune the symbols of your life and your life blossoms all around you. Then powerfully and magnetically it will illumine the misperception of duality, the belief in something other than love that has kept this world continuing. When there is enough light, so many luminous hearts pulsing, it will be impossible for anyone to keep turning into a false reality that there is love in something else, that there is other than the abundance of God. For you to begin this conscious awakening to the source of this love I am, to the power and the energy of God that is your heart, beloved ones, you can take the symbols of your world, those things you are drawn to intuitively, and you can listen to your guidance, to the urgings that I send you, and take everything into your heart to feel its truth before engaging with the world. Let me give you an example, perhaps with food. Let us say you feel guided to living food. As you recognize that what you feel is a symbol of the life you are urged to feel within you, then before you choose what it is you eat, or before you eat that carrot, take it into your heart and feel the truth of love. Feel that is from me that life is sourced, and that the bountiful abundance of the life I am is yours directly. That this is your food, your life, and the power and energy that fuels you, right here in this place of our communion through the atomic power of this love. Then, as you eat, you remember to hold your focus in the now, that life is one circle of abundance, that your heart brings everything together, feeling first the communion within me, feeling the blazing forth of your heart of love, and acknowledging the consciousness of that carrot as an expression of this communion of God, honoring it as a reflection of your eating life directly, of your willingness to take in this love and let it nourish you. Just so, beloved ones, with your abundance, especially in the area of money, see this symbol and take it into the luminous glory of your heart, until all you can see, all you can feel is this endless abundance of love that powers you up, provides for your life, allows you to extend this love that I am endlessly and eternally. Feel yourself as the spiritual being you are, and feel what it means to be freedom. Think of yourself as the resonance of love receiving directly this power of God, and recognize that, born of this communion, the symbol of money comes before you from your heart outward, and not the other way ever. When this becomes your felt reality, when it informs the whole of your consciousness, when you feel it resonate as your truth, then abundance will come in ways unimaginable to the little mind. Abundance is already alive in your heart. All these things become more real to you, and you leave behind the misperception of two powers. You can stand fully in the present moment, guided by my love, to exactly the situation that needs your heart to inform it of the truth. Whether this be done in the realms of consciousness or in the physical reality of the world, you can feel how perfectly I place you, that your astounding heart may blaze forth the source, the truth, and realign the energies in that area, attuning them to the power of love. As each of you receives your guidance to stand in the power of the universe within you, and to place that power in service to love in specific areas of the consensual reality, you will feel how your blazing heart creates change. You will feel how the pulse of creation itself begins to fuel this experience of humanity, and life returns to the source within you. It is the heart's belief that there is other than love, and all that which is needed must be gotten from the world. That has continued to keep this duality in place and keep humanity's focus outside of them and outside of this enormous atomic power that can fuel and feed all things. With the change that is happening in the world, and everyone is feeding this energy, there is going to be much impetus for attempting to change things from the outside first, without recognizing the source of changes within. You must know that as you stand in this truth, that your heart is the source of the world and not the ego. As you feel the endless power of God as the truth of your being, indivisibly you are the true agent of change, and your experience of being nourished from within through your heart, out of this communion with me brings into the world the experience of endless food, of limitless good, of the garden of God being the experiential consensual dream, birthed from the heart of God that is humanity. It is spearheaded by you, beloved ones, in your recognition that in your heart, and as your heart the very moment of creation is here, providing for every life enough power to fuel a universe, enough love to nourish every heart, to fulfill each life, to transform need into the deep experience of perfection. Your hearts are the universe of love. Your hearts are the vortex of the whole of God. Your hearts are the moment of creation here, and surely this is enough energy to fully support humanity in every way. Does this mean that you do not act in the world? It does not. But it means, beloved ones, that you act consciously, fully aware that change only comes from within, from the heart and from the change in consciousness that allows the abundance of God I am to at last be accepted. So let this year be a two-pronged approach to the awakening of the truth of love as humankind. First, the recognition that everything is within, and that life in all its glory is available the moment that you shift to the heart. In this shift, when you feel this resonance, when you stand in this luminous place of generosity, you will discover that things are showing up in amazing ways simply by being in the presence of your open and glorious heart. Becoming fully aware that all is provided from within you, that you are spiritual beings sourced completely by me, fed through the moment of creation. And thus, the second part of your mission, so to speak. Once this power of your heart is experienced and recognized, then, beloved ones, stand as the heart of God, as the power of love, as the blazing, luminous resonance of unity in the world to change the resonance of duality into the experience of unity, into the living circle of life where everything is encompassed by this love, born of the heart and then acknowledged consciously as it blossoms in the experience of the world, until so much light streams from your heart, it is impossible to see any more shadow. The entraining power of love will bring everyone into the circle of God. The old misperception of two powers of light and darkness, good and evil, have and have not, simply dissolves into the whole and blaze forth in celebration of the one life we share. Amen.